Hello, welcome to another informative episode on White Davy Gardening and Worm Farm. Today I will be starting an experiment with my European nightcrawlers. So here I have some shredded paper. I'm going to need to label this bin. And in this container here I have my European nightcrawlers. So my experiment is this bin is being fed finished compost. This one is going to be fed food scraps. I'm going to be comparing the European nightcrawlers in this bin that are fed food scraps with this bin that is being fed finished compost to see if any of them grow faster, reproduce more than the other, and things like that. The worms in this bin, I got them all at the same time. They were all eggs and hatched within the same period of time, so they're all within the same age group, so it will be I'll be able to draw a fair conclusion because both bins are the same age. The only difference is that the worms that remain in here are worms that are already acclimatized to their to their environment, whereas the worms that are in here will be in a new environment. The only good thing about this is that I'm not going to be taking out just worms from this bin. I'll be taking out some of the material that they're in as well, so that they will be able to get used to their new environment quickly. And because it is so difficult to actually sort through to find the worms, because there isn't more than 350 of them in there, because that's, well, unless of course the eggs produced more than one nightcrawler. So this experiment that I'm doing is not one that I had planned before. It's just something that crossed my mind as I was maintaining the bin, and so I didn't have a lot of time to source the worms, but it's fine. I just need to see if they do better in food scraps as opposed to finished compost. As most of you who have been following me know, that this is my first attempt at growing European nightcrawlers. I'm always growing Redwigglers and Canadian nightcrawlers, so this is my first attempt, so I'd like to learn as much as I can about them as quickly as possible so that I can give them the best possible care. If they do better in food scraps, then that will become their main meal. And I think I want to do this experiment with my Redwigglers as well. I did it last year or the year before, but the worms that I had, for some reason that I still haven't figured out yet in my experiment, they just died, most of them, and so I just ended the experiment and put them back into the bin that I took them from so that the rest would survive. No, I'm not expecting these ones to die. No, I'm going to be imitating my sister's method of feeding her European nightcrawlers. I got these from her on white gluten-free recipes. She does her mini garden and she raised her European nightcrawlers, and these worms went into her bin on their own. She didn't put them there. They went into her compost bin, and so now she has lots of European nightcrawlers. So I got these from her. So now I have a lot of food scraps here, but I'm going to be particular about what I give them, because some things they don't eat very quickly. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of leafy greens in here. And as I was saying, I'm going to follow my sister's method of feeding her worms, where she just put food scraps. She doesn't worry about overfeeding them. She just put the food scraps in the bin, because as I mentioned before, it was intended as a compost bin and not a vermicompost bin. So she just put the food in there, and then the worms would go in and eat. And because they have so much food, they didn't even bother to leave, which is good. So they're getting banana peel, they're getting grapes, they're getting lettuce, a piece of squash. It's going to take a very long time for them to eat this, I think, based on the amount of them that I have in here. Some melon peel. I'm even going to put a piece of mandarin peel in there to see what they do with it. I don't know. I'm going to put a piece of potato peel in there. I don't like to feed them potato peels, because the potato peels tend to stay in there and not decompose. Rather than decomposing, it will try to grow, because it is a root vegetable. Okay, I've got some pumpkin seeds here, and these are going to stay in here and germinate, and then the worms can feed on the plants that grow from it. Okay, so this is my experiment now. I'm going to see. And today is the 11th of November. I'm going to have to come back out here tomorrow when I'm looking after my worms and label this thing. Okay, that is it, guys. If you enjoyed my video, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the section below, and turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day. So I'm also starting this experiment with my Redwigglers. So I have the food scraps in here, I have paper on the bottom, and this here is a material that contains my worms. So I'm doing the experiment with my Redwigglers as well, to see if they will grow faster in the when they're fed food scraps as opposed to finished compost. So stay tuned for more. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the section below, And don't forget to turn on your notification for more updates like these. Thank you for watching and have yourself a wonderful day.